Introduction. The world today is growing exponentially in line with the work in archive, which has been modernized from traditional records to the use of digital material and electronic records. This is very important for the preservation of each material as well as the archive and record to protect the digital archive material. Digital preservation is essential in order to ensure that digital archive and records are relevant and valuable. Therefore, how many different ways should be taken to preserve the material and record of the archive by creating or developing a proposal plan or framework on digital maintenance for Samder Berhad archive.
Company's background. Samder is a Malaysian-based diversified multinational that involved in key growth sectors such as plantations, property, motors, industrial equipment, energy and utilities, and the healthcare. Samder are the largest company in Bursa Malaysia with a market capitalization on January 2012. They provide a lot of services and products, and they also have many branches in Malaysia and also in the other countries. Samder also a partner of choice for some of the world's best brands in the industrial and motor sectors. They continue to grow as they are having the company operations in 18 countries across Asia Pacific. With having almost 20,000 employees, they are headquartered in Malaysia with operations in 18 countries across Asia Pacific such as China, Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, and many more. Next one is mission and mission. Our mission is to provide the best and systematic service in managing user records with full integrity. And our first vision is to ensure that the entire process and services of our organizations will meet the satisfaction of our customers. And the second one is to become the best archive of managing the records. Next, we move to the objective. First one is to become an archive that provides a safe storage place and free from damage by using an advanced security technology. Second objective is to gain 1 million profit that allows archive to use it for customer service improvement. And the last objective is to hire a record manager and several information professionals to manage the archive and ensure that all future forecasts and targets are achievable.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Aisyah binti Muhammad Nasir. I'm going to present about the problem statement and timeline. The first problem is electronic device facing some error in the system, where also worst result could happen, which is losing the digital archive, especially when the organization doesn't prepare the backup. Next problem is a digital device also have limited storage space. So a larger organization like Samder could face this problem as a bigger storage space is needed, and it will be increased over the years, which require a lot of attention and care. Other than that, preservation of digital archive also has been given less attention. So proper preservation is likely to be ignored by the organization. Then it affects the digital archive condition and might having a difficulty to be maintained for a long time. Moreover, a reliable equipment and accurate storage space are needed by the organization to preserve digital archive. As for that, wrong setting for the archive preservation could lead to a big problem like damaging the digital archive. Furthermore, for the preservation of digital archive to be well conducted, a high resources is a must. So preserving archive is not easy and cheap, but costly. Lastly is the disaster impact on the digital archive. Disaster, either natural or man-made, brings a lot of damage to digital archive. So as for that, efficient strategy is needed to save the digital archive from harm. Process of making the program plan take around 2 months and 2 weeks, which is the total of weeks is 10 weeks. It is start with meeting with staff related to discuss the making of the program plan. We study the organization, point out roles and responsibility, and discuss the making schedule. Our program goals and objectives are determined in order to see the direction of our project. The designing of the program plan start in the second week, which take for about 1 month to finish. The designing program framework involve the procedure, protocol, necessity, budget, rules, and more that align with the organization goals. Another month will be spent for the test of the program plan. Thus, we can see the problem and rectify it into the better design. Once it's been complete, the program plan will be sent to the top management to ask for the approval. Correction and resubmit will be done if it's being rejected.
Roles and responsibility. We are in charge of tracking and resolving any policy issues that affect our staff ability to fulfill their responsibilities, such as the development and storage of digital record in a consistent and efficient manner. We will work with our coalition partner and related professions to solve the expanding issues associated with archival concern, particularly digital record, to effectively communicate the archival viewpoint. We will adapt and shape our responsibilities to the new information environment in order to sustain institutional responsibility, assist with effective and efficient record keeping and improvement, and preserve history. Digital preservation strategy. There are 3 digital preservation strategies implemented by our institution in preserving digital archival institution records. Among the 3 strategies we practice are immersion, refreshing, and migration. This approach is designed to preserve the integrity of digital objects and to maintain the ability for our archival institution to retrieve, display, and use them in the face of constant technological change. Emulation focuses on application software rather than files containing data. Emulation combines software and hardware to reproduce important features of one computer to another, allowing programs designed for a particular environment to operate in different computers, allowing programs or media designed for a particular environment to operate in different environments, usually in new environments. Emulation requires the creation of emulators, programs that translate code and instructions between systems. Under emulation, old data will run on contemporary computers. However, the widespread use of emulation as a long-term digital preservation strategy will require the creation of a consortium to implement the technical steps necessary to create a functional emulator as well as administrative work to install system specification and the documentation for emulation and obtain relevant hardware and software intellectual property. Refreshing involves the periodic transfer of files from one physical storage medium to another to prevent obsolescence or deterioration of the storage medium. As physical storage devices decay and as technological changes make older storage devices inaccessible to new computers, a constant form of refreshing may be needed for years to come. For example, our archival institution need to store electronic backup of files on computers, hard drives, and clouds. Hard drives should be checked occasionally to see if they are still working. When a drive becomes several years old, the data health must be refreshed by moving it to a new hard drive. Refreshing is a necessary component of our successful digital preservation program, but it itself is not a complete program. It has the potential to address both decay and obsolescence issues associated with storage media. Migration periodically changes data from one hardware or software configuration to another, or from one generation of computer technology to the next, and it retains important features of that data. Gradual migration will bring files into a narrower range of standard file formats. Each data transfer helps develop more robust standards, clearer workflow, and better practices. While migration can be a difficult process, it does not necessarily happen if it is well planned. The purpose of migration is to preserve the integrity of digital objects and maintain the ability of our archival institution to retrieve, display, and use them in the face of ever-changing technology.
Budget. A budget is a forecast of revenue and expenses for a specific period of time in the future. It can be created for an individual, a group of individuals, a business, a government, or just about anything else that generate and spend money. Budgeting preservation program encompass all aspects of preservation that necessitate of a budget. Part of budgeting preservation program cover all aspects that require a budget, such as equipment, tools, staff salary, staff training and consultation, and also maintenance that used in preservation program and others. Budget in equipment. There are 3 lists for equipment budget. First, basic equipment. Second, special equipment. Third, safety equipment. Total budget on equipment tool in basic equipment, special equipment, and safety equipment are 18,664 ringgit. Budget in staff salary. This table shows the total budget of staff salary for position electronic record, archivist, and general staff are 243,552 ringgit. Budget in staff training and consultation. The price for staff training and consultation is 300 ringgit, and the total per month is 3,600 ringgit. Budget in monthly digital archive maintenance. This table shows the total in monthly digital archive maintenance is 4,200 ringgit. Total budget. This table shows the total of all budget including equipment, staff salary, training and consultation, and also maintenance are 270,060 ringgit.
Okay, what is equipment tools? For your information, equipment can be defined as tools, machine, or other things that an organization must have for a particular activity. This is to make sure the process of digital preservation is going smoothly and to maintain the collection in the digital archive of Sime Darby. There are three types of equipment tool in digital archive of Sime Darby, such as basic equipment tools, special equipment tools, and safety equipment tools. First is basic equipment tool such as pen, notebook, ruler, desk, and chair. All basic equipment in the digital archive office is needed because it is crucial to the staff and users to collecting the information of digital collection. Then, second is special equipment tool. For instance, computer, printer, photocopying machine, hard disk, scanner, microfilm reader, and others. The computer is the content that we need to be provided, and computers are used to make the users easy and faster to access the digital collection. Last but not least, there are also safety equipment tools which can be provided in the digital archive of Sime Darby. For example, fire alarm, CCTV, and fire extinguisher. This is to ensure that the building and the collection in the digital archive is safe and to avoid from unwanted issues. Okay, what is security management? Security management is all aspects of risk management for an organization's assets, including computers, people, buildings, and other assets covered under security management. Every organization needs security management to ensure that their collection is safe. Then there are several methods of security management. First is data protection. Data protection is the process of preventing vital data from being corrupted, compromised, or lost, as well as giving the ability to restore the data to its original condition if it becomes unusable. Sime Darby also can identify and enforce who has accessed the data. Next is encryption. Encryption is process of encoding message so that only authorized people can see it. Encryption is one approach to keep file and data safe. This is frequently used when transferring data over the internet where it may be seen by others. Then, this is the recovery. This is systematic technique that explains how an organization can quickly restart operation. In addition, password also important. Password is string of characters used to verify a user's identify and get access to a system. To make system secure, good passwords are required. Then last is authenticity. Authenticity is trustworthiness. Sime Darby staff need verify the integrity of all record periodically to make sure the collection is always safe.
To summarize, developing a proper program for an institution involves thorough study and the prioritization of many elements from numerous stations to guarantee that it meets the institution's goals and requirements. The end outcome for the institution is that they will be able to leverage technological advancement to preserve all of their material, from degradation for current and future usage in recovering and manufacturing material as a source of information. In a nutshell, with the necessary skills and a sufficient number of professionals in the field can undoubtedly solve any challenges encountered, and errors that occur can be overcome successfully.